Hold on to your baseball caps. Folks, a seismic shift could be rocking the MLB landscape as the New York Mets and Texas Rangers inch closer to a jaw-dropping one-for-one trade that sends star outfielder Brandon Nimmo to Texas in exchange for second baseman Marcus Semien heading to the Big Apple. But here's where it gets controversial. Is this swap a brilliant strategic masterstroke or a risky gamble that could haunt both teams in the long run? Let's dive into the juicy details straight from MLB.com's Kennedy Landry, sourced on Sunday, and break it down step by step, so everyone can follow along, even if you're just warming up to the finer points of the sport. First off, the teams are hammering out this blockbuster deal, but remember, nothing's official until it's confirmed. Nimmo, that dynamic 32-year-old outfielder, has reportedly agreed to waive his no-trade clause, a special provision in his contract that lets him block trades to certain teams if he so chooses. This is key because without his green light, the deal might have fizzled out. Nimmo inked an impressive 8-year, $162 million deal with the Mets back in December 2022, a testament to his value after being drafted 13th overall by New York in 2011. He's been a Met through and through during his decade-long MLB career, and in 2025, his age 32 season, he smashed personal records with 25 home runs, 92 RBIs, and a stellar 50.2% hard hit rate. That's the percentage of his batted balls that traveled at high speeds, showing just how powerful his swings have become. Now, flipping over to Semien, the 35-year-old second baseman is no slouch either. He signed a hefty 7-year, $175 million contract with the Rangers in December 2021, and notably, he doesn't have a no-trade clause, making him more flexible for such moves. Semien's resume is stacked. He's a 3-time All-Star and snagged a World Series ring with Texas in 2023, proving he's clutch in the biggest moments. That said, last season was a bit of a bumpy ride for him at the plate. He batted just .230 with a .669 OPS across 127 games, meaning his overall offensive production wasn't as flashy as usual. OPS, by the way, stands for on-base plus slugging, a simple metric that combines how well a player gets on base and hits for power. It's a beginner-friendly way to gauge hitting prowess. But here's the part most people miss. Semien's defense? Absolutely rock solid. He notched +7 outs above average, putting him in the 92nd percentile league-wide. That's top tier, folks, and it earned him his second Gold Glove award for defensive excellence at second base. This trade directly ties into the Mets' offseason goals, as president of baseball operations David Stearns emphasized after the season that bolstering the team's defense was a top priority. For Nimmo, he'd be stepping into a Rangers lineup that ranked 24th, tied, in weighted runs created plus, WRC plus, last year, a stat that measures a team's overall offensive contribution, adjusted for ballpark factors and league difficulty. In simple terms, a WRC plus of 92 means the Rangers' hitters were about 8% below average in creating runs compared to the rest of the MLB. They also came in 26th in slugging percentage, .381, which highlights extra base hits like doubles and homers, and 22nd in total runs scored, 684. So Nimmo's power could be a huge boost there. And this is the part most people miss. While Semien's offensive slump might raise eyebrows, his defensive wizardry and championship pedigree could be exactly what the Mets need to tighten up their infield. But here's where it gets controversial. Some fans argue that trading away a homegrown star like Nimmo, who's been the face of the franchise, could demoralize the fanbase and signal a rebuild rather than a run for the pennant. On the flip side, is bringing in Semien just a short-term fix, given his age and recent struggles, or a shrewd move to shore up weaknesses? Could Nimmo's bat finally unlock the Rangers' offense, or will the change of scenery lead to more frustration? Speaking of holidays, if you're looking to snag some baseball-themed gifts for the festive season, check out the MLB Shop's Holiday Gift Guide. It's packed with ideas to celebrate the game you love.
What do you think, fellow fans?
Does this trade make strategic sense, or is it a head-scratcher? Weigh in below. Do you agree it's a win-win, or should one team have held out for better offers? Share your hot takes in the comments. Let's discuss.